Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you don't know me already, I'm Courtney and subscribe down below if you enjoy beauty tutorials, beauty hacks and all that sort of content. As you can tell by the title of this video, in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to do this lightweight festival makeup that doesn't take a lot of time or effort, is really monochromatic and will stay and last all day long. So if you want to see how I did this lightweight festival makeup, keep on watching. So to start, I've already moisturised my face using the Simple Protecting Light Moisturiser with SPF 15. It's really important that you use SPF if you're going to be out in the sun for long periods of time, so that's why I highly recommend this moisturiser as it has SPF 15 in it. It's not too heavy and it doesn't mess up your makeup and it makes you feel really soft and basically the perfect base for makeup. If you don't want to use a primer, this moisturiser sorts everything out for me. Now I'm just going to prime my face using the Coco Glow Illuminating Drops by the Beauty Crop. I'm just going to use the pipette just to pipe a few pops of that on my face. And I'm just going to rub that into my skin for a little bit extra dewiness. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to brush through my brows using the Clear Mascara by Natural Collection, just to prime our eyebrows ready for pomade. Now I'm just using the Revolution Pro pomade in dark brown and I'm dipping ever so slightly into the pomade and then wiping most of the product off into the lid just to get a really natural finish to the brows. And I'm just going to brush that gently through the brows. Just taking my spoolie and I'm just going to brush through the brow hairs upwards just to even out the product that we just laid down throughout the brows. And something that I've been enjoying doing recently is once my brows are filled in, I'll go in with the soap brow technique just to set the brows in place. You can do the soap brow technique first and then fill your brows in afterwards, but I'm enjoying doing it this way at the moment because it gives a full but fluffy effect without that very sleek look. It looks a bit more natural than when your brows are fully stuck down to your face. So I'm just taking any old soap and I'm just spraying it with my setting spray just to get it moist. And I'm just going to rub my spoolie in to create a sort of soapy mixture. And then what I'm going to do is brush that back and forth throughout my brows just to get both the front and back of my brow hairs coated in the soap so they can stay in place all day long. So as you can see, I'm just working that back and forth throughout my brow hairs, and then I'll use the spoolie to shape my brow into the shape that I want. And if there is any areas that are a bit more sparse, you can always go back in with your brow pomade and just do hair-like strokes just to fill in those empty gaps. So that's both eyebrows done, and now I'm going to move on to the base. So for the base, I'm going to be using the Lasting Perfection Concealer in Rose Porcelain 1. And I'm just going to be concealing any areas that have any redness, such as this spot down here, any darkness under the eyes, and any acne scarring or discoloration that I may have. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to place that under the eyes, a little bit around the nose, on that spot that I've got there, any areas of discoloration, a little bit on the tip of the nose. And then what I'm going to do first is I'm going to blend that out with my finger. This way I just feel that it has a more even finish and it really soaks into your skin tone. And then once I've tapped it out with my finger, I'm just going to bounce over it with my sponge. So what I'm going to do now is take the Illamasqua loose powder and I'm going to set just underneath my eyes. Just taking a small amount of that on the brush, looking up, and I'm just going to pat that into my under eye area just to set under my eyes so that the concealer under my eyes doesn't crease. And now what I'm going to do is cream contour. So to do this, I'm using the Illamasqua Gel Sculpt in Silhouette, which looks like this. This is the mini version. And I'm just going to apply that in the cheekbone areas, around the nose and forehead, and blend that out using my sponge. So I'm just taking the side of my sponge that I used to pounce out my cream products, and I'm just pouncing that out. Now you have to work quite quickly with this product because it does set, but luckily it has some give, so you can blend it out even after it is kind of set. So there's my concealer and my bronzer blended out. So what I'm going to do now is just take that Illamasqua powder and set on the top of my nose, my forehead and below my contour areas. Just gently setting on the top of my nose, my forehead area where I haven't contoured, below the contour area on the cheekbones, my chin, and just in my smile line area. And to set my contour and bronzing areas, I'm going to go in with the MUA Academy Bronzed Shimmer Bronzing Powder in Solar Shimmer 100. So I'm just going to go in with that and bronze up my entire face, cheekbones, nose and forehead. For blush, I'm using the Pretty Fly Doll Beauty Viva Vacay blush. So I'm just going to pick a tiny bit up in the corner of my brush and tap off the excess because this is a really pigmented product. And I'm just going to work that into my cheekbones. And a little bit on my nose just to give that sun-kissed look. Into my forehead area near the temples, just to give that unison sun-kissed look throughout the entire look. Highlighter, I'm going to be using the MUA Academy Undress Your Skin Shimmer Highlighter in Pearlescent Sheen, which is this duochrome sort of highlighter with a blue undertone. I'm just going to take that on my Morphe M501 brush and highlight the high points of my face, such as the cheekbones, forehead, nose, Cupid's bow, chin, and eventually my brow bone area once we've done the eye look. So what I'm going to do now is prime my eyelids ready for eyeshadows. I'm going to be using the Revolution Pro Full Cover Camouflage Concealer in C1. I'm just going to take a small amount of that onto my brush and pack that across my entire lid. Also using the remaining product on the brush just to carve out the lower side of my brow. And then I'm pouncing that across my lid evenly with my sponge. So what I'm going to do now is set the concealer, and to do so I'm using the Beauty Bay Evolve palette. And I'm going to be taking this shade up here, which is base 2, on a Morphe M433 brush and just packing that across the entire lid to set the concealer. Then I'm just taking that same shade on a fluffier M441 brush and working it up throughout the crease. I'm just going to go back in with that highlighter that I used to highlight my face and highlight my brow bone area. And I'm also going to use that same shade just to highlight the inner corner of my eye. So to start on the eyeliner, what I'm going to be using is the NYX Liquid Suede in the shade Sway, which looks like this. And I'm going to be using this little nail art brush to apply the liner. So I'm going to take some of that onto the back of my hand, like so. So if you are using a liquid lipstick like me for an eyeliner, make sure you do give it ample time to dry, otherwise it will crease. Just creating a little subtle wing shape. And what I'm going to do is join up that top wing. To create a double winged effect. So I'm just going to let that dry, and then I'll come back once that's dried and apply mascara and lashes. So I just went ahead off camera and did the other eye, and now what I'm going to be doing is applying mascara and lashes. So personally, I like to curl my lashes before I apply mascara because I believe it elongates my eyelashes and makes them look longer and thicker when I apply mascara, so I just like to do this for a few seconds before I apply mascara. And the mascara that I'm going to be using today is my new favourite, which is the Collection Cosmetics Lash Surge False Lash Effect Mascara, and this is what the wand looks like. Now this isn't my preferred shape of wand, but it really does the job and I do really like this mascara. So if you need a new mascara, please do go ahead and buy this one because it is really affordable and it really does a good job. So I'm going to apply a layer of this on my top lashes because I have a different product that I want to use on my bottom lashes in a minute. If you look at the difference between one coat of the Collection Cosmetics mascara and nothing, there is a really huge difference. I really love this mascara. If you put 2 or 3 layers on, it really does give you that false lash effect. And for the bottom lashes, I'm using the Diego de la Palma Purple Mascara. And I'm just going to be applying that onto my bottom lashes only. And for lashes today, I'm using the Doll Beauty Coco lashes, which look like this. And I'm going to be using the Doll Beauty Dolly Glue to apply that onto my eyes, and I'm just going to be doing both eyes and then coming back once they are done. So I just went ahead off camera and applied the lashes and finished this eye, and this is the finished eye look. So what I'm going to do now is use the same lipstick that I used on my eyes and apply it to my lips to create a monochromatic look. So you could leave the look as this and have this as your final look, or you could do what I'm going to do and spice it up a bit with a little bit of glitter and some rhinestones, because this is a lightweight festival look. So we've done a really lightweight makeup look, but that doesn't stop you from adding a little bit of glitter and fun to the look. So what I'm going to be doing is applying these facial gems from Beauty Base, which is a local beauty shop of mine. And I'm also going to be applying this face and body glitter from B&M Bargains to my cheekbones just to add a bit of fun and dimension to the look. So I've just peeled off one of the rhinestones and they're not that sticky, and you really do want to have them stick all day. So my top tip is to get a little bit of lash glue and apply it to the back of the rhinestone and have it dry for a couple seconds so that when you do apply it, it sticks to your face fully and will stay there all day long. So I'm just going to let that dry for a couple seconds. Now I'm going to look directly forward and apply that directly underneath the pupil of my eye. And I'm just going to hold that down for a few seconds to give it time to properly adhere to my skin. What I'm going to do is basically apply it flat like that, but I need to look to make sure it gets directly in the middle of the look. Do like that. And that is stuck down nicely. Now I would like this front gem here to stick down a little bit more, so if there is any gem that do stick up like this one here, you can apply a little bit of lash glue just to stick that down a little bit extra. And last but not least, just to finish the look, I'm going to be applying this face and body glitter to my cheekbones. So I'm just going to take a little bit of that on the back of my finger like so, and apply that across the cheekbone of my look. Apply that on the areas that I've highlighted. I'm going to put it on quite chunky so it has a nice, thick, shiny consistency, and it will dry down and look really pretty. And here you have it, the final look. I really hope that you enjoyed this video where I took you step by step how to do this lightweight festival glam. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to comment down below and say hi. I'll be replying to all of the comments. Don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell, and all of my social medias will be linked down below, so don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and of course on here on YouTube. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!